amazing story today is actually one of my absolute favourites, and God makes an impossible situation completely possible. Do you know what we're doing? David and Goliath! It's so cool. And who do we have today doing our story? Tim!
Oh, hello guys. Woo! It's great to be here. God's on my side. 1 Samuel 17 by David. It's not easy being the youngest in the family. While my older brothers all get to go on exciting adventures, I get left behind doing the really boring stuff. Like watching the sheep. Sheep don't do much. They just stand around eating grass all day long. Boring. That's why I was so excited when my dad asked me to take some bread and grain to my brothers. They were soldiers in Saul's army, facing an enemy called the Philistines. The Philistines bragged about their forces. They bragged that they were the biggest and bestest, and they bragged about a warrior called Goliath. He was over 9 feet tall. That's very tall. That's in fact huge. Every day he challenged our mightiest fighters to a battle, but no one was brave enough to face him. Even King Saul was afraid of that big bully. My dad loaded up the bread and the grain and said, "David, take this food to your brothers and then come back here and tell me everything that they're doing." He sounded very worried. When I got to my brothers, they were scared to death. In fact, every soldier in our army was terrified. For the 40th day in a row, Goliath taunted us and defied our God. Our army just quivered in their boots. I couldn't believe it. No one was stronger than God. God would give us the strength to fight. So I went straight to King Saul and told him I would fight Goliath. "No way," said Saul. "You're just a shrimpy kid. That bully will squish you like a bug." But I wasn't afraid. I knew God was on our side. Saul gave me his own heavy armour for protection, but I didn't need it. God would be my armour. I grabbed my sling and a few smooth stones from the stream. I marched out to face the giant. Up close, he was even gianter than I'd imagined. Just one of his legs was taller than my whole body. Still, I wasn't afraid. Goliath laughed at me. He sneered at me, he mocked me, and told me he would feed me to the birds. But I glared at the giant and shouted, "I come to you in the name of the Lord, the God of Israel. God is on my side, and I will beat you because this is the Lord's battle." Never once did I doubt that God would help me, so I put a stone in my sling and wound it up. My sling twirled faster and faster. Swish, swish, swish. I let the stone fly, and it smacked Goliath on the forehead, and that was the end of him. The Philistine soldiers ran away like a flock of scared pigeons. We had won. Even though I was just a kid, God had helped me defeat the giant bully. And now the whole world knows that God is on our side. I wasn't afraid to face Goliath because I knew that God was with me. Everyone else was afraid. My brothers, the soldiers, even King Saul. They forgot that God was on their side. You may not ever fight a giant like Goliath in the way that I did, but you will face other Goliaths in life that might scare you. Remember that God is always with you. He is on your side, even when it seems like everyone else is afraid. You don't have to be. What could you say when you're afraid? What can you write down to make you feel brave? Why don't you write down 1 or 2 things to remind yourself that God is on your side? And then you could put that in your pocket, you could take it with you, and you can use it to remember this amazing God that was with David and helped him defeat Goliath.
Okay, so we are now going to make our craft, and this is what you need for your craft. We have our disposable cup, you need sellotape, a balloon, and then some pom poms as well. And you will need scissors to cut with, so please do make sure you have someone there to help you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the top of our cup off. So now we have the hole in our cup. We need a balloon, and what you're going to do is you're going to tie the top of the balloon like so, and then you're going to take the balloon and cut at the top so you've got a hole in it. Place it over the cup like that, and then to hold it in place we're just going to tape around the cup. So we're just taping it up to make sure the balloon is properly in place. And then this is what the pom poms are for, because we're going to put one in here and
You can't get me! Whoa! You missed me. Oh.
woo, that's really cool! Haha! Sorry, Tim! You really got him good there, Ruth. That was really fun! I hope you guys like making that craft at home as well. Now we have something really exciting to tell you, don't we, Ruth? Yes, we do! Next week there is the Scripture Union Minnis Bay Holiday Club 2020! And it is all online, which means you guys at home can watch it. How cool is that? Really, really cool! Now, we are going to be sharing all of the videos on Facebook, so keep a lookout at what is going on, and I want you guys to enjoy it as much as we are here. Are you looking forward to it, Ruth? Yeah! If you guys at home do any of the crafts or join in with any of the things we're doing, we would love to see what has been going on at home. So send in your pictures to the email address that is here, and if not, we will see you next week. Bye!